My business. Why do I want to sell my business? I could think about retirement. I could think about buying another business. I could pull out some equity. I could be tired of the struggle every day. These are some of the reasons to sell my business. I know. I'll ask Google. Hey Google, who can help me sell my business? Wow, look, it's Synergy Business Brokers. They're one of the top business brokers in the United States. They're the number one in the Northeast and top 3 business broker nationwide. They sell profitable companies. Looks like they focus their attention in the manufacturing, distribution, technology, construction, healthcare, services, and much more. Hello, everyone. My name is Dewey. I'm a senior business broker here at the company. I want to talk to you about selling your business. There's a process to selling your business, and usually they're done in about 15 steps. Let me tell you about those steps. Step number 1, it's a confidential consultation. This is a process where we learn more about your company. We let you know our fee structure. We give you a copy of our listing agreement. We set up a follow-up meeting or call to continue talking about what you want to do with your business. We talk through your expectations. Now, I do want to let you know that we do not handle retail or restaurants. We only get paid when we sell your business. Step number 2, we want to review your financial information with you. We will only do this after we sign a confidentiality agreement. We're going to then ask you to provide 3 years of your profit and loss statements and tax returns. We're also going to ask you for your current year to date. We're just trying to understand the earnings, including how much money the owner is taking from the business, the perks, the benefits, what kind of salary, and how does the profit look. Step number 3, we want to determine a potential asking price. We're going to determine comparable sales. We're also going to see if your company's in a growth or decline phase. Does the company have diversification? Is there good management structure in place? What's the owner's role? What type of industry? We're going to look at recurring revenue. And we're going to help to decide if you want to move forward. Step number 4, we prepare marketing materials with you. So marketing materials, we work together in collaboration, working toward a common understanding of your business. So that way we can bring the best of your business to light. We like to identify growth opportunities and have you help us express those to potential buyers. Step number 5 is an important step. This is where everything begins to come together. This is where the advertising and the marketing programs are put together. We then in turn take that information and we market it and advertise it out to all of the various platforms that are related to business and business purchasing. To name a few, such as Biz Buy Sell and Business Broker, and quite a few others. The other place that we put your information is with our website, synergybb.com. It's out there listed for anybody to come and see. We also make sure that we tie it to specific things in the search market. For example, Google, Bing, Yahoo, LinkedIn, those different places that link back to our website or to one of the other platforms in order to give you the best exposure. We also set up things like Constant Contact, and that's a platform where we can actually send blasts to various emails, and most all those blasts go to the thousands of potential buyers that Synergy has had over the 20 years it's been in business. Step number 6 is very important to anyone that is listing their business with us. Confidentiality is always important to both us, to you as the seller, and to the buyers. because nobody wants their information being sent around or shared with other people without permission. So, all potential buyers sign a confidentiality agreement before receiving any information on your business. We also make them provide information on their qualifications. Are they a real buyer? Or are they just searching the market? Are they wasting someone's time? We want to make sure that that's not the case. Step number 7. We will prepare a confidential information memorandum, which is also called a CIM. In that process, what we're doing is we're trying to provide detailed information and financials so that way the qualified buyers have something to review and something to sink their teeth into as they begin to consider your business for purchase. Step number 8 is a really important step, for we spend a lot of time speaking with interested buyers. And if they come across with certain questions, we need to be able to understand your business well enough to answer them without putting you on the phone or bothering you within your busy day. So we make sure we try to answer as many of those questions by finding out that information from you ahead of time. We also want to find out more about the buyers. We want to make sure that they are in position to buy and have the ability to buy, and figure out what questions they may have specifically for you, the seller. And that's prior to us getting you and them on a phone call. Step number 9 is the step where we begin to introduce qualified buyers to you, the seller. But before we do the introduction, we're going to provide you with a little bit of background that they have given us. We're going to make sure the buyers have a potential interest. We're going to set up initial phone calls with you, the seller, and the buyer. And we're going to try to help determine if the buyer and seller seem like a good fit. Step number 10, offers from buyers. We try to help determine who's the most likely to close. In most cases, we get multiple offers. So we review the pluses and the minuses of all the offers, helping you to decide which one makes the most sense for you. Step number 11, negotiating the offers. This is an important piece of the entire process because we want to make sure that the offer has in it what's important to you. We also would like to know who you would like to sell your business to, or what that person or company would look like to you. We'll work hard to get you the best terms with the best buyer. Step number 12, signing of the letter of intent. This is an important step because both buyer and seller have agreed to a particular deal structure. That gets positioned into the letter of intent. It's also the document that the contract bases itself from. So you enter into the letter of intent, and the buyer begins to do their due diligence of the process, and eventually that turns into a contract. But the letter of intent, which is also called the LOI, identifies what the two parties have negotiated. Step number 13, very important step, the due diligence process. This is where the buyers come in and they begin to look at the financials more in a deep dive. They are also looking for any kind of legal issues that the company may or may not have. They're looking to make sure that there are true and good customers in the background. They're looking to make sure that the employees are in place, that the management structure is there. They're getting to know the business at this point very intimately. And they want to know the history of the business from all aspects. So that way they can create their financial models. They can understand the complications that may or may not come with the business. This is an important step for all. Step number 14, negotiating the purchasing agreement. Now, in my experience, it's is the most critical piece of the entire process. This is done during and after the due diligence phase. Most of the time, we're looking for issues which often arise that attorneys can't agree on, and oftentimes attorneys aren't negotiating the business deal, they're negotiating contract language. We try to make sure that we mitigate some of those pieces in order to have a successful close, because, in my opinion, attorneys are good for attorney stuff. However, business people make business decisions. So, I always try to make sure that attorneys aren't necessarily dictating all of the terms within that agreement. So we're going to work through some of those impasses to help you move the project forward, to move the contract signing forward. It's always an emotional time between both buyer and seller. Step number 15, wahoo! It's the closing and the transition period. That means everything has been done, the due diligence has been done, the LOI has been issued and signed, the contract has been negotiated and signed, and the wire has been transferred to your account. Now you have the cash for you to go to your next life and transition this business to the new owner. So, this is success. Closing can be easy if everyone is set up in advance. The transition period helps the buyer make things easier. Okay, that's it. The 15 steps to the process of selling your business. If you have time for a call, I can walk you through our process. Once again, I can help answer questions. Let me know when you're available to talk about some of your goals. You can reach me by email, phone call, or text. My name is Dewey Vaughn, and I'm a senior broker here at Synergy Business Brokers. Feel free to call me or text me at 214-871-3330 or email me, Dewey@synergybb.com. I look forward to talking to you and walking you through our processes.